Hi, I'm B. Preeti Meena, Assistant Professor, School of Social Work, Kumaraguru College of Liberal Arts and Science, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, and I will be handling the subject Social Development, which is a 4 credit course for Master of Social Work students. The subject Social Development is divided into 5 units, and today we will look at the first unit called Basic Components of Development. Development is a multidimensional process that includes more than economic growth. It addresses improvements in human well-being, social equity, and environmental sustainability. In India, social work has been essential for promoting sustainable development, addressing challenges like poverty and social exclusion. Social work organizations such as TIS, Tata Institute of Social Sciences, and National Institute of Social Work and Social Sciences have long contributed to social equity and inclusive development. It goes beyond economic growth to include improvements in human well-being, social equity, and environmental sustainability. Social work plays a crucial role in promoting sustainable development, addressing social challenges, and improving quality of life. Let us understand the concept of development to start. Development encompasses various aspects of human well-being, including economic growth, social progress, and environmental sustainability. Economic development focuses on increased productivity and income. However, in India, social work professionals emphasize equitable job creation and support marginalized communities to access economic opportunities. Programs are often aimed at empowering economically disadvantaged groups such as women and rural communities through skill building and microfinance initiatives. Under social work in India, economic development emphasizes inclusive job creation and equal access to economic opportunities for marginalized groups. Programs by organizations like SEVA, Self-Employed Women's Association, and Grameen Bank focus on empowering women and rural communities through skill building and microfinance, enabling economically disadvantaged groups to build sustainable livelihoods. Social development involves enhancing education, healthcare, and living standards, which are essential in India's diverse and populous society. Social workers in India collaborate with communities and government initiatives to address healthcare access, educational inclusion, and poverty alleviation, focusing especially on rural and urban slum areas. Social workers in India collaborate with initiatives such as National Health Mission and Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan to increase healthcare access and educational inclusion, especially in rural and urban slum areas. Environmental sustainability and social work. Sustainable development in India incorporates environmental protection, resource conservation, and community education about ecological impacts. Social workers advocate for and participate in programs promoting responsible waste management, renewable energy adoption, and community-led conservation efforts, fostering a sustainable lifestyle at the grassroots level. Social workers engage in initiatives like the Center for Environment Education CEE to promote responsible waste management, renewable energy, and conservation, which empower communities to adopt sustainable practices. Let us understand the concept of growth versus development. Growth is quantitative, like GDP increases, while development is qualitative, enhancing well-being and social justice. Indian social work professionals prioritize inclusive development that supports not only economic growth but also the well-being of all citizens, especially the marginalized. Indian social work professionals, through organizations like Action Aid India, focus on inclusive development that prioritizes the well-being of all citizens, especially marginalized groups, rather than just economic growth. Sustainable development and social equity in India. Sustainable development meets current needs without endangering future resources. Social workers promote social equity by ensuring vulnerable populations have access to necessary resources, encouraging equitable participation in sustainable practices. Social workers promote equity by ensuring access to essential resources and advocating for policies that support sustainable practices. The Azim Premji Foundation works to improve social equity by providing education and healthcare to vulnerable communities, balancing resource use for long-term benefits. What is social change for sustainable development? Social change in India requires raising awareness and shifting values around sustainability. Social workers actively engage in policy advocacy, community organizing, and educational programs to bring about changes in behaviors and institutional structures aligning with sustainable development goals. Social workers through organizations like Greenpeace India and Youth for Seva engage in policy advocacy, community organizing, and environmental education to promote sustainable development goals, fostering behavior change and structural improvements. Now, what are the challenges faced by developing countries like India? In India, India faces significant development changes, poverty, inequality, and environmental degradation. Social workers address these issues by providing essential services, advocating for marginalized groups, and collaborating with local governments to reduce poverty and enhance resource distribution. Social workers address these issues through initiatives like Oxfam India and Pratham, which provide essential services, advocate for marginalized communities, and work with governments to reduce poverty and improve resource distribution. Marginalization and human values in Indian social work. Often, economic growth is prioritized over human values, leading to social exclusion. Social workers in India focus on reducing exclusion by addressing discrimination, improving access to education, and advocating for policies that protect the rights of marginalized groups like Dalits, tribal populations, and women. Social workers focus on combating marginalization community through organizations like Ambedkar International Mission and Navsarjan Trust, advocating for the rights of Dalits, tribal populations, and women by promoting access to education, social justice, and inclusion. Let us understand what are the key takeaways from this unit. Development is complex, requiring economic, social, and environmental balance. Social work in India embodies these holistic approach, focusing on sustainable practices and addressing socio-economic challenges. The takeaway for Indian social work is the commitment to inclusive development that uplifts marginalized populations and foster a sustainable future, where efforts by organizations like HelpAge India and Gunj support marginalized groups, enhance social equity, and promote a sustainable future. Thank you. Hope you had a great learning.